Hello, hello, and welcome to our April 5th GEG SoCal monthly meeting. I am Karen Lagola. I am the co-leader of GEG SoCal and an instructional technology coach at Beverly Hills High School. I am joined tonight by Nancy Minicosi,
Hi.
my co-leader and also my colleague at Beverly Hills High School. You can get in touch with us always by going to our website, emailing us at GegSoCal, following us, joining our group, and following us on Twitter. We look forward to you reaching out, letting us know if you like the format we've been using. And we're going to start off. We're going to jump right in. We try to keep this 10 minutes. So we're going to jump right in and tell you what's new this month. There's a few new things we wanted to let you know about. The first one is new email draft template right in Google Docs. So as you know, you can use the @ symbol and it'll pull up things in Google Docs because of those fabulous smart chips. Well, now you can go in there, you can put an email address and it'll actually populate a box that looks just like your email with the user, your address, and the what you're sending, and then the body, and then there's a icon for Google Docs right there that you can click and it'll send it right out. You can also, yay, are you ready? Google Classroom finally schedule assignments and posts for multiple classes. They finally heard you. Google Meet reports will come now automatically for any Google Meet that is 2 or more people. And if you are a Chromebook user, there is a new screen recording app called Projector. These are all links and you can check them out more. The last one we're going to talk about is in Calendar. So now if you're an appointment slot user in Calendar, they've made it easier for you to access. Just click on the create button and go to appointment slots right there. It's a nicer interface. The page looks better and you can share it easier. So check that out as well. That takes us right into what we wanted to focus on tonight, which is calendar. So I am actually going to let Nancy share and let
Okay, well, I think Karen might have got cut off there for a minute, but she is giving me control, always a dangerous thing. Um, but anyway, I'm really excited because I love calendars. I think they're fun to use. I know that makes me weird, but we all have our little quirks. Anyway, I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips. If I go too fast, feel free to rewind me at your leisure. So here we go. So if I am in my email and I say, oh my gosh, Albus wants to have a meeting on Friday, I don't know if I'm busy or not, I don't have to go to my calendar. I can just click right here on the side and I can go to tomorrow and say, oh, yes, I do have time to meet with Albus. So that's great. And I could even add my appointment right here, but there is another way that I can do that. I can also open up my email and make an appointment directly by clicking on these 3 dots here, create event, and it's going to open up. And what's really cool about this is it's automatically going to invite him. It's going to have the whole text of the email right here. You can always edit this if you like. You can add more guests. And of course, you can fix the time. It gives it the title of the email, but you can change that. And of course, it didn't actually make it on Friday. So, but let's go ahead and change that to Friday. And he wanted to meet at 12:30. And I'm going to take this and just change it to Albus and go ahead and save. And it's going to send him an invitation. So yay. And it's added it to my calendar. So I really like that. Another way to excuse me, to quickly add events is to open up a new tab and go to there's our school bell. Time to go home. Cal.new, just like you can do doc.new or slides.new, and it'll open up a new calendar event that you can edit and save directly to your calendar. So that's really cool. Another thing that I want to show you is how to be in 2 places at once. Well, not really, but you'll notice that right here I have Italy time and LA time. If you have to know what time it is in another place because you collaborate with a teacher who's in a different time zone, or for whatever reason you work with vendors who are in a different time zone, you can add a secondary time zone, and you can also see what time it is in places around the world by using the world clock. And both of those are found in the settings right here. Go to the settings gear, click Settings, and then scroll down a little bit. You'll see here I have it checked to display a secondary time zone, and you can just click these and choose the ones you want. I've also labeled them because I don't know about you, but I have no idea what GMT +2 means in terms of geography, so I wrote Italy. The other thing to get the world clocks is put it down here, and then you add time zones, and you just pick from the drop downs, and you're good to go that way. You can only have 2 time zones up here on the side of your calendar. You can have more clocks. I haven't experimented to see how many you can have because I didn't want to push my calendar list down too far on the left, but you can see, so those are here, and here are my 2 time zones. The other thing that I really like is, Google is a search company. If you click on search, of course, you can look for a meeting, right? You can search, but you can also click on this little arrow and look for meetings where you had specific people who came, a specific location. If you want to look at your meetings that I know I met with this person, when did I meet with them in the month of February? You can click and search that way and just do all the little tweaking that you want. You can search in active calendars, you can search in a specific calendar. It's really great to find what you are looking for. Another thing, I always try to be organized. I always plan to look at my agenda for the next day before I go to bed, but sometimes, well, honestly, always I forget. And so what I really like is having, oops, I got to get out of the search to see that. What I really like is going into the settings and having Google email me every day with my agenda. So every day at 5 o'clock, Google sends me an email telling me what I have to do that day. It's like having a secretary. So I click on my calendar. Now you can do this for each individual calendar. It won't email all of them at once. And then you scroll down or click to go to this section called Other Notifications, and you turn on daily agenda. And what that does is it will send you an email at 5 a.m. every morning so that you can know what you are supposed to be doing that day. Now, a lot of us have multiple calendars. Obviously, you have maybe multiple Google Classrooms. Maybe your co-teacher has shared a calendar with you. I have some calendars here. What I really like, of course, you can show and hide the different calendars that you have by clicking on them. I think we all know that. You can move one to the top by renaming it so that it has a name that starts with an emoji or an asterisk or something like that. And you may have noticed over here, I have this one that's striped. I have a calendar extension called Merge Calendar that allows me to not have duplicates of events. When you have 2 of them, it will show, this looks to me too crowded. So by turning on this extension, when I click it, it will combine them if they are identical. So if you have a bunch of calendars that are shared with you, maybe your whole department has the same meeting, instead of seeing it 5 or 6 times, you'll just see it once with lots of stripes. Another extension that I really like is the button for Google, and you can see, maybe you can't if it's depending on how big it is, but it says 30M under here, and that is because I have a meeting in 30 minutes. It shows me when my next meeting is. And if you click it, it shows you an overview of your calendar. You can actually join Zoom or Google Meets very easily by clicking on the camera icon, and it has a lot of other features that you can use as well. So I encourage, not adding another meeting there in the past. So I encourage you to check all those things out, and hopefully I didn't go too fast, and Karen can share the resources.
Woo, is your head spinning? So here you go. We have these great resources that will go over everything Nancy said. And of course, you can always slow her down when you play this back and watch it as many times as you need to really get everything that we said during this meeting. But these are great tips for calendar, and those new things are definitely worth you looking into. We will be back on May 3rd, and we will be talking about forms. Until then, we hope to hear from you. Reach out. We hope you like our asynchronous meetings. We're enjoying doing them for you. We're getting better every time. And we'll see you next time. Bye.